So today we're going to go out into the field and we're going to test out my brand new AI designed 3D printed microphone Blimp. Now, just to give you a quick heads up and say that my knowledge of designing such precision engineered products like microphone blimps is basically zero. So I had absolutely no idea of what I was doing. So I needed a little bit of hand holding, shall we say. So that hand holding came in the form of Google's Gemini AI, and the goal was really simple. It was to create me a step-by-step guide to make my own 3D printed blimp to use with my ambisonic mic. It also needed to be small and compact so it could fit into my rucksack. It ideally needed to perform on par with more professional products, which may have been a little bit of a long shot, but I still added it in anyway. And it also needed to bear in mind that I was using very basic design software, which is Tinkercad. So it was limited to creating me a guide using only primitive basic shapes. Now, from my point of view as a layman, it laid out this guide and it looked actually very legit, very reasonable, and I couldn't really question the validity of such a thing. So I went with it and I designed the product in Tinkercad, and it actually looked pretty decent. I thought it might actually do the job. So then I spent about 6 hours printing it, and it came out absolutely brilliant, and I was really happy and pleased with how it turned out. So the only thing to do was really go outside and test it, which is something we'll do next. Now, just to quickly say, we will have a look at the blimp at the end of the video, but just to quickly get things rolling and get into the good bit, we'll just shoot outside now, and if you stick on your headphones, we'll get going almost straight away with the audio sample. So I will see you outside in just a second. So the project as a whole, it's been a learning curve, and there has been a lot of hours wasted and waiting around for weather to clear up and drives out to locations, back to home, out again, just to find the best location, the best conditions to try this blimp in, and it just seemed to drag on and on and on. The whole design process, I think, was really actually quite fun. I've definitely learned quite a lot. But even though the whole time-consuming thing with going out and going to locations and recording the video and the audio, it was a bit time-consuming, but this little thing right here has definitely made it all worthwhile, because I am just genuinely really quite happy with how this has turned out. Now, the only thing I think I'm going to change on this are these locking mechanisms. These are very basic pin locks. You literally just push it through the top basket, it goes through the bottom basket where the mic goes through, and then it just holds everything in place. Apart from that, I think I'm quite happy with the overall design. I don't think I'm really going to change it. The only other thing I've got inside here is a piece of open cell foam, about 2 or 3 mil, just to put around the mic grill. Apart from that, there's nothing else to it apart from a windjammer when I'm using it. That windjammer is actually from Blue Mantis on AliExpress. Pretty cheap and cheerful, but I find they work quite well. So overall, I think the project was a great success, and I'll leave a link in the comments to longer recordings. So thanks again. See you soon.